I'm doing something different. This is my collection. If you want to watch videos of opening up cards, I have those on my YouTube, on Twitch. Go check them out. This is a little different. I have been enjoying watching other people talk about their collections, and I want to talk about mine. Also, what I'm working on. So this is my collection. But actually, we gotta start over here. This is this is a binder that I stole from my mom's office with sports cards pages that I stole from my dad. Don't judge me. At least I still have this. I'm very pleased. I know a lot of people have lost their childhood collections, and I lost, you know, the bulk of mine, but I still have this binder. It has my first original base set, and I love it so much, and I'm still so happy with it. But also, I'm happy to say, don't worry, it's not in here anymore. There's still some stuff in here, but I've moved the big cards out. And that's what I'm working on, because even though I have the full base set done, I actually am now realizing, you know, that as a kid I had started to collect Jungle, I had started to collect Fossil, I had started to collect the Team Rocket set and the Gym Challengers and the Gym Heroes, and I want to work on those. So I've actually been having a lot of fun. I've been going to a lot of card shows lately and trade nights, which are so fun. Finding your local trade nights, highly recommend that. And local card shows, both small, really small ones that are done in like local community centers, and then much bigger ones that are done at convention halls and big event spaces. I don't know, I've been having so much fun with that, and I wanted to talk about it, so I'm gonna do that. And if you want to hang out, I would love to have you hang out. If that's not your vibe, no worries. Go check out one of the other videos, because I got lots of content here. I got lots of other Pokemon stuff. But yeah, if you want to hang out with me and see if I succeed in any of my goals this year, please do consider subscribing and hitting the like button so I know to do more of this. I'm gonna probably do more of it either way because I wanted to do it, but I would love to, you know what people like best and what they want to see. If you want to see the new stuff I have, if you want to see the old stuff I have, tell me about your set. Do you still have your childhood collection? Do you still have, you know, boxes of cards or old binders that you stole from your parents' office? I don't even know what this thing was for. This is a honkin' bind. This is huge. It's still heavy because it still has some stuff in it, but I took out the majority of the collection. I started to organize it into a nice new binder, but I still got some stuff in here. So, let's see. You can see the first pages are empty. You can see that. At the very least, I have since gone through and put all the cards in sleeves and a lot of them into a nicer, newer binder. Because I don't think these 3-ring binders are the best. I mean, I feel like I've seen a lot of people talking like they can kind of hurt your cards, especially over a long period of time. I'm glad that my cards were mostly safe. Yeah, looking at these pages, these first few ones would have been like the hollows. Those are all gone now. But as a kid, I just, you know, if I had bulk, if I had spares, if I had 3 or 4 of a card, they just got shoved together in here. And you know what? I can't blame 8-year-old me too much. They were doing the best with what they had, and this is what they had. So, if you're still in need of any of these, if you're in the same area as me, when I go to trade nights, I often have like one entire small trade binder that is just of my old stuff. So if you're looking to like complete your base set and you just need, you know, Farfetch'd or Dratini or Charmander or something like that, I might have it. Let me know. I have some spares. These are all spares. These are all in addition to whatever I had. And then all the way, oh my god, the energies. This is look how many energy cards I kept. Oh my god. So these are full. These are full of energy cards. Oh my gosh. When we get into jungle, the same thing happens. even if I did have holos, they're not here anymore. They're not here. So they've been moved out. They might have had a page, but they're gone now until we get all the way in the Lickitung and Nidorina. And the keen of eye might notice some of these actually have a 2 on them. Little kid me didn't realize that, you know, base 2 set was different from base set and jungle set. And so we'll get into that when we go look at my completed base set. Spoiler alerts. And now we're into fossil. There's still some fossil here, at least. There's some Golbat, some Cloyster, Kingler, Magmar, Omastar. What do you still need? What are you working on? Are you working on your base set, your jungle, your fossil? Are you further in than me? Because I will say, I think I skipped out after around the Gym Heroes collections. Now I'm kind of real keen on the Neo Destiny, Neo Genesis series, so I might be adding that to my to collect pile. I also don't know if little kid me understood the difference between Gym Heroes and Gym Challengers, because I do think some of them are mixed together in here. So, oh my gosh, Misty's Wrath, what a good card. And that Good Manners is first edition. Just random, just every once in a while, random first edition cards. Oh, the Misty's Wrath is first edition too. Well, clearly I just had a pack of those. Whatever made it through, made it through. Oh, a bunch of these. Misty's Duel, Blaine's Gamble, they're all first edition. So I'll be having to update my binder for those. Oh, so no, I must have still been collecting. See, I'm learning as we go through. I have some, what is this, Neo Genesis? One with a little, like, pyramid on it. Which set is that? I'll look it up. Editor me will answer this later. But apparently I was still collecting at that point. What year is that? 2001? Then we got some of these random guys. What are these, the Topps cards? Does anyone have any of these still? Every once in a while I feel like I see the Topps cards. Is this the case for anyone else? For me, Topps cards were the cards that, like, your relatives got you. They were like, oh, Jess is into Pokemon cards. We'll get them some of those Pokemon cards. And they'd get you the Topps ones because they didn't know which ones were, like, the true Pokemon cards. Got some of these random ones. If you're Canadian, you know what's up with these. I think these were Canadian only and you could only get them at, like, Burger King or something like that. Random stuff at the back. But look, here's an activity sheet I did in Pokemon Trading Card League. Good job, Tiny Me. You did a good job. So that was my old binder, and like I said, I'm happy to say that I have moved things nicely into a nice new binder. So here is my actual collection, and I kind of spoiled this already, but as an adult, I have now discovered that I'm missing Magneton. Luckily, I have the real Charizard, because that would be the worst one to pick up. Magneton, I don't feel too bad about replacing, but as you can see here, Magneton has that little 2 there, which means, it's not a that's not base set. That's not the right one. So to actually complete my set 20 years later or whatever it's been, I'm gonna have to replace that one. I think there's one more. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's the Nidoking. Ugh, shame of all shame. The Nidoking's also a base set too. Aw, shucks. Luckily, I feel like that's two of the ones. It could have been worse. The point is, it could have been worse. If it had been the Charizard, the Blastoise, or the Venusaur, I would have been really upset. But luckily, it's just those 2 guys that need to be replaced. And then going through the rest of the set is pretty cool, because I actually surprisingly have a large number of first editions and shadowless. A good chunk of the first few pages are actually shadowless or first edition. So I have, you know, shadowless Electrode, Charmeleon, Farfetch'd, Growlithe, Jinx, Kadabra. These are all things I would have just, like, had as a kid, and I definitely didn't realize. I definitely didn't realize. Although I think I was a pretty big nerd at the time for anything especially special, so I probably would have noticed the first edition and wanted those, but I don't think I would have known at all about the shadowless, because I definitely think I learned about that as an adult and started looking to see what I had in my collection then. But there's a few of them here. The thing, I'm so happy that, in case you can't tell, by all the Bulbasaurs here with me today. Bulbasaur is my absolute favorite, and I do have a first edition Shadowless Bulbasaur, so that fills my little nerd heart with joy. Aside from those 2 holos, my base set is done, so I'm pretty happy with that. It's when we get into the next sets that I start to feel not as confident, not as cool or keen on my collection. I'm working on it now. At least now I know, and I'm having a lot of fun. And so I actually do have some cards today, and I'll show them to you, things I picked up recently to work on the collection. And yeah, like I was saying, I've really enjoyed people talking about their collections, what they have and what their goals are for the year. So just showing you a few of these pages here. You can see I'm just missing some random stuff in jungle. Oh, look at that. That's done. That's good. At least that piece is done. We got that. We also got some promos. I snuck some promos in here. So several of the ones from like the movies. I do have the Ancient Mew. That one is in a case because it's one of my all-time favorites. I don't know, I love it. Do you have the Ancient Mew? Do you also think it's just the coolest card? It was one of the earliest cards to have like, you know, a unique backing, and it was so special. Getting into jungle, so no, this is fossil, sorry. Getting into fossil, I have a little bit more. Good job, Tiny Me. I'm just gonna keep congratulating me of the past because I don't know, when did you pick Pokemon back up? Did you do it as a kid and pick it back up, or have you only been doing it as an adult? Are you still a kid and you're still collecting? How's your collection going? Because that's cool as heck. That's cool as heck. Good for you. I think it's awesome. I collected these when I was tiny, when I was a tiny child, and I truly did not pick up my collection again until 2024, literally last year, and I've been having so much fun with it. I've been opening a lot of packs. I've been collecting a lot of modern. I've been collecting a lot of Scarlet and Violet. That's where I jumped back in. But now that I've been finding card shows and trade nights, I've been having a lot of fun trying to pick up the pieces of what I collected 20 plus years ago. So that's pretty wild. I definitely, those are some of the goals for me this year. Just saying out loud for the first time, sharing it with you. You're hearing it here first. I really want to work on my fossil, my jungle, my rocket. Those are ones that I have, you know, a good piece of the commons and stuff like that from. Oh, the pre-release Dark Gyarados. Those are so fun. So because I had been missing so many pieces and I wasn't sure if I was gonna continue this collection, I actually had started to not put these properly in numerical order. I had started to be like, if there was a space, I was just starting to put things together because I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna finish collecting this. I'll just fill up the binder with as much of my original collection as possible. But now that I know I actually do want to do it, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to rearrange this binder. I think this one can reasonably fit base set, jungle, fossil, and Team Rocket. And now I have picked up another binder. I picked up another binder to support my habit, to support my collection. And I think in this one, I'm going to work on the Gym Heroes, the Gym Challengers, and then start to get into that Neo set, which I didn't think I had collected. And you saw me live. I mean, if you're watching, you saw me kind of live realizing that I did have a little bit. I started the Neo series. So see how much of the Neo Genesis, the Neo Revolutions, that kind of stuff that I can start to fit into this binder. Let's go see what's in the next one. Not a lot. Not a lot. This one is still a major work in progress. And up here, I have the pre-release. I have the pre-release version of the Misty Seadra here. I actually have 2 of these. A lot of the promo cards in pre-release I have 2 of because I would often make a friend or my sibling give me theirs. I think I was just more into Pokemon than a lot of other people in my life, so even though they liked it, they were willing to give me, if I asked nicely, the promos. So a lot of the early promos I have 2 of. So this is in the place of the normal card, even though it's pre-release stamped. But I do have the regular one. It's right there. It's in a slab. I think it made an 8, a 7. That's okay. But I still have the pre-release ones, so those are in the binder. And then just like I was saying, some of the random gym heroes, gym challengers, that kind of stuff. That's what's in here at the moment. And then I want to work on the Neo Genesis, the Neo Discovery, Neo Revelations, Neo Destiny, and yeah. So interestingly, going through my childhood set just now, you saw me realizing I actually had some Neo Discovery in there. So that must have been the cutting off point of when I last collected Pokemon cards, which was a while ago. A little while ago. And then like I was saying, I was going to show off some of what I picked up at shows recently. Luckily for me, there's a lot of shows in my area. I live in Ontario, Canada, and I don't know if it's just a nerd epicenter of Canada, but there's a lot of Pokemon cards here. There's a lot of Pokemon shows, local card stores, there's a lot of comic book stores that sell Pokemon stuff. And yeah, I've been going to regular trade nights and I've been going to more card shows. And so I have been collecting, I've been getting some really good prices on my jungle cards. So here you can see I got the Clefable, I got the Nidoqueen, and the thing that's good for me, that's the Fossil Ditto. The thing that's good for me is I don't mind a little bit of damage because I prefer binder collecting. I mean, you just saw it just now. I have a lot of fun organizing my binders and, you know, cleaning up my sets and seeing what I have and that sort of thing. What about you? Are you trying to get a perfect 10? Are you getting cards just grade? Are you collecting in binders? Or do you have some other way you like showcasing your cards? I would love to see it personally. Let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you think about my collection. If it's similar to yours, if it's different than yours, I would love to hear it. Did you also collect cards a long time ago and then pick it back up? Are you also working on your fossil with a little Ditto, Articuno, Dark Weezing? Oh, so we're getting into the rockets here. Some stuff, and it really helps me. I use some like card collecting apps. Oh, and then these are just a bunch of oh no, it's not that one. I was about to see there's a bunch of little guys here because there is, like, that's just a regular little Magikarp, but there's a Dark Hypno I didn't have yet. Lieutenant Surge's Magneton, so that's the challengers. Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz, Erica's Vileplume. And like I said, I'm in Canada, so if you see any prices, that's in Canadian dollars. If you're American and you're seeing the Canadian prices, please know it would have been like half half as much probably in American dollars. But I love going to card shows because honestly, you can pick up all these little guys. A lot of times people have binders where you can get, you know, a card or two for $1 or $2, that kind of thing. And I think it's so great. It's so fun to like kind of fiddle through an old binder, to fiddle through an old collection, and find all these little pieces that you're missing. All these, oh my god. And I love the gym challengers. I'm so excited for Journey Together because I love the specific trainers Pokemons, the Giovanni's Meowth. Look at that chonker. Look at that chonky baby. Oh my god, that cat gets fed well. Good for him. Giovanni loves cats. You know, you might think, I don't know about Giovanni. Maybe he's a bad guy, maybe he's not, but at least he treats his cats well. That's something. That's pretty cool in my books. So yeah, I was just saying I'm excited for the Journey Together sets because I'm excited for us to have this again, you know, specific trainers and their specific Pokemon. I also love card shows because I found that I like haggling. I don't like haggling. I'm not trying to rip anyone off, you know what I mean? I just want a good deal, and if I'm buying a whole bunch of cards and I've got some cash on hand, then I'm gonna round it down by like 5. I'm gonna like try and get a little deal because I'm not trying to get ripped off. I'm not trying to rip you off. I'm just trying to get a good amount of cards at a not unreasonable price because these suckers can be expensive. They can be very expensive. I'll take that damaged card, but I want a few bucks off, you know? I want to not be paying absolutely bananas prices for a piece of paper that I'm going to put in a binder and store away and then peek at, you know, once every week or two and be like, I have all these cute little guys that I love because I'm just a weird little nerd and I just love my cute little guys. So, like I was saying, most of those are the Gym Heroes, Gym Challengers. I did get the holo of Koga's Ditto, which is very, very cool. I do think I got some first eddies, first editions. We got Sabrina's Gaze there, first edition. And then sometimes I just collect random little guys. So yeah, what's your collection? As I was saying, I'm working on some of this old stuff, but also sometimes I just pick up guys because they're cute. We got some Execute here. I love Shaman. I love a grass Pokemon. I pretty much always start with the grass starters. Who's your starter? I will always say Bulbasaur's #1 in the Pokedex and #1 in my heart. They literally went here. Here's #1. Here's the first Pokemon, and I went stop, stop right there. I'm good. That's it. That's the one I want. So, I love anything. Also, anything Yukamori. Any of the art that's like crochet or clay or just a small figure is a little bit different. Dratini always give me Dratini. Magikarps, Shinies, Shiny Rowlet, Shiny Gloom, Tinkaton, always Tinkaton, probably one of the best of the new series. Oh, and then, like I said, anything that's like a cute or weird little guy. These Apoms, that is a full art card, but it's these little guys. I love them so much. I'm also an absolute sucker for the Generations? The Generations collection and the Shining Treasures collections. I think the ones where a lot of the cards have cute little charms and little details on them. There's a lot of like this little Emolga here. So sweet, so pink, so covered in hearts. I want it. I want it. I don't feel bad about that. I'm telling you right now, you know it now. If you see a card, it's pink and it's sparkly and it's covered in hearts, know that I want it. I do, and I don't feel bad about that. Little Jirachis. Anything with lots of different cute Pokemon. Anything with lots of cute Pokemon being cute. Like these 3 little cuties sleeping all together. Galarian. I like that this is a Galarian Slowpoke card. But there's also, what is that? Krogunk and Venipod? What's his name? Ugh, gosh. And the fact that Slowpoke is literally number 79, the dopey Pokemon. Me too. Sobble crying, yes. Aldeo, just a cutie. And then here's some ones I absolutely love. I was very lucky to get a very good deal on this Lumineon. Less of a good deal on this sleepy Charizard, but I needed him. Charizard's always so expensive. And then a bunch of these e-readers, because I absolutely love e-reader generation. After I finished, I said that so confidently as if I'm definitely going to finish everything I set out to do this year. I don't think I am. I just want to see how far I can get. If I complete like 100%, even one of those old sets that I mentioned, I will be so happy. I'm making my way through them and slowly picking off and slowly collecting through the ones I'm missing will make me very, very happy. And one of the next ones I would love to do is the e-reader series. So I got this e-reader Hoppip. I got 2 of this e-reader Mareep because I had a friend with me, so I picked up one for them and one for me, and then we have matching Mareeps now. I got this little e-reader Mantine, e-reader Sunkern, and then I always got to collect Clefairies and Clefables and Cleffas because I actually have a Cleffa tattoo. I have at this date and point put it on the record, at this date and point when this video is being recorded, I have 1 Cleffa tattoo and 2 Bulbasaur tattoos. I might be booking in a 4th Pokemon tattoo. Guess down below what it is. What's the 4th Pokemon I'm gonna get tattooed? But because of that, it makes me want to get all the Cleffas and Clefairies. Slowpoke just because he's a silly little guy, and also he is part of the Neogenesis, which I said I was going to work on collecting. So there you go. I was able to pick all these little Neogenesis cards up just because they're cute and small. They were an easy and cheap pickup. All these ones too with Weedle, Dratini, so that's Neo Destiny. This Raffrig I basically got for free because it's bent, but I don't mind. Mantine, and then some of the bigger ones I did pick up. I actually traded for these ones. Gotten better about haggling. I never would have done it before, and I still don't do it to be, trying to be rude or inconsiderate. But I've also got better about trading. I have a lot more cards now. I have a lot more cards of value. So I did pick up this one, this tag team, Togepi, Cleffa, and Igglybuff. As I just said, I need anything with Cleffa on it. So I've been wanting this kind of set for a little while now, and I did manage to pick this one up pretty cheap at a very good discount. This next one I had to trade for because it was a little more expensive, but once again, it is one. This one was a little more expensive and I had to trade for it, but it was less expensive because it has a big old ding in the back of it. I don't mind because it's going in my binder and it's still cute on the front. It's three babies. So these two tag teams that kind of go together, and I was able to do a really good deal on both of those Togepi, Cleffa, Igglybuff cards at a recent card show because I had so many wonderful cards to trade. And these are the ones I was saying, the generations that have the little charms on the side. I'm absolutely always looking out for those. And then here's just a random Weepinbell from Jungle and Erica's Bellsprout that I needed. So now I'm gonna work on putting all these into my binder and then I'll see where we're at. But yeah, I wanted to make a little video to say, you know, this is my collection and here's what I'm kind of aiming for, and that's my goal. And even if no one else watches this, but I do hope you watch this, and please do like and subscribe and tell me if you would like to see more about my collection. Let me know what you want to see more of, if you want to see any of my other stuff, because I actually have, I think I've shown you what, 2 of my binders today, and I actually have at least 8 more. So I have one binder that is mostly entirely just Bulbasaurs. So if you would like to see that, see some of the weird and wacky, fun and cute Bulbasaurs I've been collecting and I'm still trying to collect, let me know. And yeah, let me know what you're collecting, what you're working on this year, if you think I'll be able to get any of them done. If you think any of the ones I've mentioned today are particularly easy or particularly hard, please do let me know, because I want to know, you know, I want to know what I'm up against this year in my goals of Pokemon card collecting. Thank you so much. Once again, I am Fawn. I go by FaunAndGames in most places online, and hopefully I'll see you soon for more Faun and Games. Bye!